we're back again, and in this video we will talk on simultaneous equations. Yeah. So as I explained in the previous video, simultaneous equations are equations that enable you to determine the value of x and y simultaneously. Now, in the last video, I told you there are about 4 to 5 methods of solving simultaneous equations, which I told you: the substitution, the elimination, graphical, determinant, decimal matrix. But in that previous video I dealt with only substitution method, and here I'll be dealing with elimination method. Now I will be using the same questions I used in the first one, so that you would see that the answers I get will be the same for each method I use. For each different method I use, I will still get the same answer. So I'm going to apply the same question. So the next video I will talk on graphical method, and then in the latter video, in the video after the next one, I will also deal on determinant method. So moving on, elimination method is just a means of eliminating or taking down one factor, that's one variable, so you can find the other. So assuming in the previous video I made use of this question: 2x minus 4y equal to 5, and 4y minus 3x equal to 6. This was my equation 1, and this was my equation 2. So if you know, of all the methods, the shortest method is the elimination method, but it's short, but you have to be accurate. So moving on, I will have to rearrange this, because this is x, this is y, this is y, and this is x. So I have to move all my x to one point, and move all my y to 1 point. From there, I will subtract or add the two equations depending on their signs. So from here, rearranging, I have 2x minus 4y equal to 5 as my equation 1, and minus 3, I just move this here and moving this back, plus 4y is equal to 6. Okay, now you should understand that I can choose to eliminate y or eliminate x. If I am eliminating any one, I have to add or subtract. That means that the symbol I will choose to use, either addition or subtraction, I will choose it on the basis of, if I add or subtract, assuming I want to eliminate y, if I add or subtract these two, it's going to give me 0. So I'll be left with this and this. Okay. In this example, I want to eliminate x. I can eliminate x, but I just decided to eliminate y. Now, if I have minus 4, if you watch carefully, the two signs are different. There's minus here, there's plus here. Minus 4 and plus 4. And I intend to eliminate y. Now, if they are the same symbol, I am going to add them. I'm going to subtract them if they're the same. But if they are different symbols, I am going to add them together. Now, what do I mean? I mean that if I add minus 4 and plus 4, I'm going to get 0. Now, if I choose myself to eliminate x, if you watch, there are also different symbols. So I'm going to have to add them together. But before I do that, I have to multiply both sides, both equations, by 3 and 2 to make these two 6. So these two numbers 6. So when I add them, it's going to give me 0. But I choose to eliminate this one for ease. So I'm adding the two equations together. This gives me 2x plus minus 3x, which gives me minus x. Now minus 4 plus 4 gives me 0. That is exactly what I wanted. That gives me plus 0. Then 5 plus 6 gives me 11. This gives me minus x to be equal to 11, divide both sides by minus 1, gives me my x to be minus 11. That's it. You see how short it is? It's just that you have to understand these two sides. You might not get it now, but in the next question I'll take, hopefully you get it. So now I'm going to put I can decide to do this again. I can decide to just put use the substitution here and put my minus 11 into any of these equations and get my y. I can still decide to bring out 2x minus 4y equal to 5 and minus 3x plus 4y equal to 6, and I can decide to eliminate x. If I want to eliminate x, I notice that my x here has a coefficient of 2 and my x here has a coefficient of 3. And for me to eliminate both of them, I need them to have the same coefficient, the same number in front of x. So to do that, I'll have to multiply this equation by the coefficient of the x below, that's 3. I'll multiply this equation on top by the coefficient of I'll multiply the equation below rather by the coefficient of x on top, which is 2. Why? Because I want these two to be the same so I can eliminate them. If I have 3 times 2 6 and I have 2 times 3 6, I can easily eliminate both of them. So multiplying, I have to multiply everything here and I have to multiply here everything here. So multiplying equation 1 by 3 gives me 6x minus 12y equal to 15. Now multiplying equation 2 by 2, that's the coefficient of x above, gives me minus 6x plus 8y equal to 12. This I'll call it equation 3. I'll call this equation 4. Now if I want to remove, since both I have the same number, if I want to remove them, I'll have to add them, so that I'll have 6 plus minus 6, which gives me 6x minus 6x, giving me 0. So everything gives me 0. And minus 12 minus 18 gives me minus 20 y. And 15 minus 12 gives me, oh, I'm adding, let's not forget I'm adding, minus 12 plus 8, that will give me 6, give me minus 6, yes. And 15 plus 12 gives me 27. That gives me minus 6y equals to 27. Minus 6y equals to 27. If I divide both sides by minus 6, if I divide both sides by minus 6 and minus 6, I get okay, looks like I've made a mistake. This minus is actually minus 4 and not 6. Let me use a different marker. It's minus 4. That's minus 4. Okay, so this is minus 4 y equal to 27. So I guess this is also going to minus 4y equals 27. And I here divide both sides by minus 4. And this gives me my y to be equal to minus 27 over 4. Now if you compare this with the last video I did, you find out that these were the same answers that were gotten using substitution method, and I've gotten them again using elimination method. So the next